Hello and welcome to yet another date of the year. It's 20th May and today is World Bee Day. So let's get started. International days and weeks are occasions to educate the public on issues of concern, to mobilize political will and resources to address global problems. In addition to that, it is an aspect to celebrate and reinforce achievements of humanity. We all depend on the survival of bees. 3 out of 4 crops across the globe producing fruits or seeds fit for human consumption are all dependent on bees and other pollinators. Bees and other pollinators such as butterflies, bats, hummingbirds are increasingly under threat from human activities. Pollination is, however, a fundamental process for survival of our ecosystem. Nearly 90% of the world's wild-flowering plant species depend entirely, or at least in parts, on animal pollination, along with over 75% of world's food crops and 35% of global agricultural land. Not only do pollinators contribute directly towards food security, but also they are a key aspect to conserving biodiversity. Bees are the ambassadors of pollinators. Most of the 25,000 to 30,000 species of bees are effectively pollinators, and together with moths, flies, bees and butterflies, they make up the majority. But diversity in pollinators and pollination systems is striking. Indeed, there are vertebrates like bats, non-flying mammals such as monkeys, as well as rodents, tree squirrels, and birds like hummingbirds, sunbirds, and some parrot species. But currently understanding the process of pollination shows that there is a specific relation between plants and pollinators. A healthy pollination service at best assures an abundance and diversity of food supply. Our sustainable development goals and pollinators are interlinked. The diversity of pollinators has a direct and positive impact on crop yield. Bees and other pollinators like insects in fact improve food production of over 2 billion small farmers worldwide, helping ensure food security for the world's growing population. Honey hunting of wild bee colonies also remains a part of livelihood for forest-dependent people in many developing countries. Conversely, a decline in their species may consequently impact our ecosystem as well as the quality and quantity of food crops, with a direct consequence on an imbalance in diet and depletion of natural resources, as well as an impoverishment of populations across the globe. The health and even lives of billions of people will be affected, and many goals, such as the one aiming at ending world hunger and the other one related to restoring territorial ecosystems, will no longer be attainable. Bees are an important part of global food system, but human activities making it harder for them to do their job. Bees rely on a sense of smell to identify different flowers, thus making them effective pollinators. But air pollution can mask these scent molecules from plants, thus making it difficult for bees to forage longer, and becoming less effective pollinators. Other threats include climate change, which disrupt the seasonal activities of wild bees, as well as use of pesticides for incentivized and intense agricultural activities also dwindles down their numbers, and wild bees face a lot of threat from these situations. Reducing air pollution and providing farmers with sustainable practices is the only way forward to improve the health of these bees and sustain our environment. A wide range of bee species are also adapting to climate change. A diverse ensemble of pollinators with different traits and responses to ambient conditions is the best way to minimize the risk due to climate change. What measures can we take to stop this decline? First of all, individually, we should plant a diverse set of native plants which flower at different times of the year. Buy raw honey from local farmers. Produce of agricultural practice should be made sustainable, and pesticides, insecticides, herbicides to a garden should be avoided. Cultivation and protection of wild bee colonies should be sponsored. Efforts should be made to sustain forest ecosystems and raise awareness by sharing information among communities. Beekeepers, on the other hand, should reduce the use of pesticides and change the pattern of usage as much as possible, as well as diversifying crops and planting activities will help attract more bees to the fields. In addition to this, the governments and decision makers should strengthen their participation with local communities and help in decision making. With respect to enforcing strategic measures and monetary incentives to help the indigenous population of bee species and the people to interact and respect the ecosystem and diversity. Increasing collaboration between national and international organizations as well as academia and research networks will help in monitoring and evaluating the pollination service across the globe. You can refer to the links in the description for more details. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. I look forward to hearing your comments and